to Flinders Park in Melbourne. Thomas Muster, the #3 seed, continues his quest to become the world #1. Pete Sampras is out of the equation now. It's either going to be Muster or Agassi as #1 in the world at the end of next week. Up against him, Michael Tillstrom, an unsung hero, very, very talented indeed, and could well represent a major threat here. Sweden's Tillstrom is ranked 105, Muster ranked 3, and it's Tillstrom to start. Simon Reed alongside Bob Hewitt to take you through this one.
Tillstrom, like so many other players, has both his ankles strapped with the ankle guards, you can see there. And Muster, in his match before this one, did hurt his ankle a little bit. It'll be interesting to see the effects, if any.
Well played. Tillstrom showing he's very ready for this one. Tillstrom has only played one other Grand Slam tournament before. It was the French Open. He played it, in fact, twice, the French Open. The year before last, in '94, he beat Richard Krajicek before losing to Pete Sampras. And if my memory serves me right, I think he led by a set and maybe by a break even in the second set against Sampras then. And in the French Open last year, he qualified and then went on to beat Ivan Isavic, the #4 seed, before losing in the second round 9-7 in the 5th to Bernd Karbacher. And of course, you're looking at the winner of that tournament then, one of 12 titles Muster won last year. But Tillstrom, 23 years old, has been plagued by injuries, a very delicate frame he has, but within that delicate frame there's a lot of talent.
Good ground strokes, typically Swedish, but he has the ability to, and the desire to occasionally go up to the net. Not too much. It'll be interesting to see his tactics in this match, because he's up against a man who has great ground strokes.
15
It's a good swing, good direction, good power.
A nigh on perfect day here in Melbourne. Mid-20s the temperature, less wind, great for playing. So far the temperature hasn't hit the dizzy heights that it tends to.
Muster's been putting a lot of work into his serve. He's trying to develop a little bit more power. You can see he does hit some of them very hard. They don't all go in though.
So an ace and a double fault in his opening service game. They met once before, these two. It was in Monte Carlo 4 years ago on clay, so it doesn't really have any relevance. Must have won it 6-3 in the third. So much has happened to him since then, and not much good has happened to Tillstrom. Really suffered with injury, and his ranking is a false one of 105. On his day, can play, well, certainly a top 30 player. Ooh. Took it some of the line. Mister didn't think so. I must say, I thought it was wide, but it was right in front of Jorge Diaz, and he didn't offer a change.
Well, we might see it here. I agree with you. I think it was wide. Might just about have touched it.
Yep. Wonderful.
Not too many people, doesn't matter what stage of the match, would have chased the shot that Muster chased then. And then not only did he chase it, but he got to it. That was the amazing thing. Not this one, but the little angle. It's amazing that he got to that shot.
Yes, there doesn't seem to be any problem with the ankle.
No, but I noticed the sock on the right ankle is a little bit higher than the sock on the left, and it was the right ankle that he hurt. So I have no doubt that he has considerable tape there. One doesn't blame him for taping it up, that's for sure.
Tillstrom has started full of confidence with serve so far. It's the Swede who leads 2-1.
I'll tell you something. The way this point's going, get comfortable, because we could be here a while. Great. More tennis. Super.
Eurosport offers you the chance to win 5 giant screen TV sets with 3-dimensional sound. You can also win superb Eurosport ties.
To play and win, call the Eurosport hotline now. Eurosport wishes you good luck.
Centre court packed out here. Already a major surprise on court number 1. Goran Ivanisevic has been beaten by Renzo Furlan in 4 sets. More about that later. Yes, Ivanisevic has been playing so well here, the number 10 seed. Beaten in 4 sets by Furlan of Italy. 6-2, 3-6, 6-4, 6-2. Fairly comprehensive drubbing.
31.
A rather disappointing play by Ivanisevic, and he said afterwards that he wished he would have been able to find the courage to go up to the net a little bit more often. Just wasn't able to do that, but a good win for the Italian.
Well, that's part of his game, Tillstrom. He likes to play the unorthodox shot.
He certainly does. He played last year league tennis in Germany in a second division team. But due to his good play, his team has been promoted to the Bundesliga.
Oh. Well, there's no doubt he's got the weapons to hurt Muster.
40-15.
Slight mishit there with a forehand, and this backhand down the line. Immaculate. He's really not frightened to go for the ball. Typical Swede.
Game 2 games all.
Muster hasn't got a great record here, but he did reach the semi-final in 1989. Tillstrom playing here for the first time. That's disappointing for him.
Yes, he played the points so well, and the thing that I like about Tillstrom is that he's not only prepared to come up to the net, he's also prepared to try the drop shot. He's not just a banger from the baseline. He also, when he's rallying from the baseline, Tillstrom likes to stand very, very close to the baseline, as we see that very powerful serve. He's not meters behind the baseline, as we can see Muster is doing. Muster's trying to wear the opponent down and wear him out, whereas Tillstrom's trying to hit winners.
30-15.
Yes, he hasn't got the strength of a Muster, but he's got such talent and disguise, and he can hit winners from nowhere.
No, definitely. He's a good player. I can't understand how he's 105. But we've said that the whole week, haven't we? That there's so many players that you don't understand aren't better ranked.
Yeah. The injuries, though, have been the severe restriction for him. We'll go through that at the next changer. All well played.
Shot from Tillstrom just short enough. You see where Muster is stepping into the ball. Still a little bit behind the baseline when he hit it.
You can never write Muster out of any particular game. This looked to be an orthodox service game for Tillstrom, and now Muster's got break point. First break point of the match. Suddenly Tillstrom's play drops a little, and Muster is never slow to seize an opportunity. Yes, I mentioned Tillstrom's problems. They started in 1993, where he missed most of the season, in fact, due to a left foot injury sustained in January. Didn't in fact play until July, and only 6 tournaments in the year. And then last year, again, played just one singles tournament at this stage, only one tournament in 3.5 months. That was because of a knee problem, which it took him most of the year to overcome. He finally came good in Stockholm. We were there at Eurosport, and he beat Mats Wilander and Richard Krajicek. 2 good wins. Wilander was playing pretty well by that stage. So he ended the year well, and he's starting this year well.
Yes, and mentioned yesterday with Magnus Larsson. Magnus been off the game for a considerable time because he hurt his, or he broke a bone in his ankle in June of last year. That it's so vital that tennis players don't make a comeback too early. And with the injuries being a little bit related to each other, perhaps he is trying to come back a little bit too early and a little bit too fast.
Yes, I mentioned the word delicate earlier on to describe his frame. He is very light of frame, in contrast to Muster, and of course he is going to be injury prone.
Yes, especially as he's trying to hit the ball as hard as he does, and he really does hit the ball very hard.
Well, Muster looks in terrific nick at the start here. I think the ankle obviously taped up for protection, but look at him move.
Not a great shot there by Muster. Would have been better off had he just pushed that forehand down the line.
Well, he may be in good nick, but unusual for him to make that kind of error at an important point. Here are 3 break-back points straight away for Tillstrom. Well, that's a big surprise for me. For Muster, that was almost lackadaisical the way he dropped his serve there.
Not for the first time, Muster has hit a ball into the net, but not only is it into the net, it's almost halfway up the net. Tillstrom has missed a number of backhands cross court. He's hit a couple of very good ones down the line. Perhaps trying to get a little bit too much of an angle on the backhand to keep Muster stretching forward and wide.
15-30. 30-all.
Oh, well played. Lovely rally. And a typical Muster blustery finish.
30-40.
It's a pretty good approach shot. Could have done a little bit better with the volley. The ball just clipping the net as it went past. That gave Muster a little bit more time. Still, Muster had to come up with the passing shot, which he did.
Break point again.
Game, Muster. Ball change, please. Muster leads by 4 games to 3.
Yes, he's getting into this. His timing may not be perfect, but the conviction seems to be right there after dropping his serve there. I just think mentally he relaxed a bit too quickly after getting the break, and he was right back on the case in that game.
I think we can expect a few more service breaks in this match than we would normally get, simply because whilst both players have pretty good serves, certainly more than adequate serves, they're so powerful off the ground stroke, and neither server is going to be able to power right through the opponent. We may get a handful of aces, we may get any number of double faults, but there won't be that power like an Ivanisevic or a Becker or Sampras or Philippoussis. So we're going to get a few more service breaks than normal, but it's interesting that we've had 3 in a row.
Incidentally, the winner of this match will meet Michael Chang, the number 5 seed, who continues to decimate his part of the draw. Top of the bottom half, he beat Jean-Philippe Fleurien 6-2, 6-3, 6-4.
Sit, please, quickly.
Fleurien, of course, who put out Richard Krajicek earlier on, Stefan Edberg. Although, to be fair to Krajicek, he really put out himself. He injured his back and couldn't continue. But Chang's going pretty well, unburdened by the weight of my money on him. Oh, lovely shot.
It certainly didn't look as if it was a great approach shot. It really wasn't when you see it in replay there. It was a shot that was landing on the service line. Muster didn't do very much with it, but Tillstrom had a very nice forehand volley. He's not frightened to go up to the net.
Just like in his previous service game, he seems to be losing a little bit of concentration. Oh, yes. Lovely, delicate touch. And would you believe it, we've got 2 points here for a 4th successive break.
15-4.
Again, the approach shot doesn't look like it's all that great, but it's certainly very, very powerful. He's really, when he's come up to the net, he's really trying to play the drop volleys. Most of them have worked for him. That one certainly did.
And he was all over Muster there. So a difficult match to read. What we do know is it really is a match. Muster, a lot of the time last year when he was going to his 12 titles, had very iffy starts. Had to make up ground and so often did so. First ace, not wide.
Now the player really settled down completely.
Well done. Tillstrom looks really calm.
Yes, he does, and I like his drop shot, even though that one wasn't a winner. But he does take the racket back as if he's going to hit a two-hander, and then suddenly brings one racket or one hand forward to play the drop shot. It's very well disguised.
Whatever the situation, you know he's going to go for the lines. So can he hold serve here?
That seems to be the weakness, the forehand. Although I'm not really sure it's a weakness. Just, I think the backhand is a little bit better than the forehand, certainly today anyway.
So Tillstrom holds his serve for the first time in